Hallo, Hallöchen und willkommen zu Mojo TV. Heute wieder außerplanmäßig mal mit Mo und Red Dead Redemption 2. Ich hoffe, ihr hattet einen schönen Tag soweit. Ich an sich auch. Und ja, ich meine, ich könnte noch mal ein wenig gerade mal auf Just Chatting gehen, so 10 Minuten. Hm. Vorausgesetzt, das Tool lässt mich das machen, dann muss ich es eben noch mal laden. Also wie gesagt, ja, ich hatte soweit einen guten Tag, bin vielleicht ein bisschen K.O. von der Arbeit, aber ansonsten geht's mir ganz gut. Um. Hi Joe, wie läuft's? Na, und wie war dein Tag? Ich habe mal testweise den Gris-Soundtrack im Hintergrund laufen, einfach nur mal um zu gucken, ob es beim Spiele-Soundtrack auch ein DCMA-Claim gibt oder nicht. So, ich denke, ich werde noch so 4, 5 Minuten warten und dann werde ich mal mit dem Spiel anfangen. Ganz gut soweit, hab nur keinen Kopf für Streaming momentan, aber nach dir sollte es klappen. Ja, es ist ja kein Ding. Ich meine, deswegen machen wir den Kanal ja zu zweit, damit auch mal der andere einspringen kann, wenn gerade Not am Mann ist, sag ich mal. Ja, wie gesagt, mir geht's ja soweit auch ganz gut. Hey Lisa, wie geht's? Und wie war dein Tag? Ganz gut soweit und war nur ein bisschen sehr feucht heute draußen. Ja, stimmt, hier hat's, ich weiß gar nicht, doch, ich meine, bei uns hätte es auch geregnet hier. Also es war zumindest bedeckt. Ja, ich weiß nicht, wenn es so regnerisch ist, das geht mir immer irgendwie auf die Dauer. Gerade wenn es länger regnerisch ist, dann ziemlich aufs Gemüt irgendwie. Da hat man dazu gar nichts oft Lust. Ja. Bin in Gedanken bei dir, Bro. Ja, danke, danke. Ich werde jetzt auch gleich. Ich warte noch bis 10 nach und dann fange ich mit Red Dead Redemption an. Ich bin gerade am Überlegen. Was könnte ich noch erzählen, aber ja, von meinem Rechner habe ich jetzt immer noch nichts gehört, aber ich vermute mal, da bekomme ich dann frühestens morgen Bescheid. Ich guck gerade mal, vielleicht. Nee, da ist natürlich noch nichts. Wäre auch zu schön gewesen. Lass den Gedanken freien Lauf. Wie war dein Tag sonst so wegen Arbeit und so? Ach, ja, Arbeit. Ich meine, ich bin einen Tick früher nach Hause, aber ansonsten war es eigentlich, ganz gut, ja. Muss halt mal sehen, wie ich mich jetzt die nächsten Tage und so und vielleicht auch Wochen, je nachdem, bis Weihnachten so motiviere zur Arbeit, weil gerade irgendwie ist es mit der Motivation nicht ganz so gut bestellt, aber gut, vielleicht wenn das Bistro halt wieder auf hat und wir halt alle, und wir halt wieder normal Betrieb haben, dann wird sich das auch ein bisschen geben, weil jetzt machen wir noch Ersatzbetrieb quasi. Das liegt vielleicht auch an Corona. Ja, natürlich. Das macht uns auf die Dauer alle müde, sozusagen. Ja. Morgen früh kann ich schon mal sagen, werde ich, denke ich, auch wieder so 1, 2 Stunden, je nachdem, wann ich jetzt aufstehe. Aber vielleicht stehe ich wieder so um 5 auf und dann streame ich nochmal 1, 2 Stunden oder Gris oder wie man es jetzt ausspricht, weiter. Ja. Naja, oder ich fange jetzt mal an. Zwar noch nicht, zwar erst 8 nach. Wie lange streamst du heute? Also mindestens mal bis 23 Uhr, denke ich. Und ja, wir sind hier, hatten wir das letzte Mal aufgehört auf dieser Mission, sind wir noch im Prolog. Ja, wir suchen da gerade, ich weiß gerade, egal. Ich weiß gerade gar nicht genau mehr, wen wir suchen. Ich glaube fast Asus Boss. Aber. Ey, nein. Ich muss erstmal wieder in die Steuerung reinkommen. Wir haben noch nicht 10 nach. Ja, ich weiß, ich weiß. Ich weiß. Und ich bin auch immer noch auf Just Chatting. Ich muss mal auf Red Dead Redemption wieder gehen. Das war Spaß, Mo, ja. Ähm. So. Ach, X. Oh, lol.
So, you were there, Javier. What really happened on that boat?
We had the money, it seemed fine. Then suddenly they were everywhere.
Bounty hunters?
No, Pinkertons. It was crazy. Raining bullets. Take it slow. Big ravine here.
Und so, ich glaube, wir können jetzt
Dutch
nichts.
killed a girl in a bad way. But it was a bad situation.
That ain't like him, though.
Können nichts anderes machen, als ihm hier zu folgen.
We continue along the
Dann noch
cliff
mitten
wall
im
here.
Prolog.
Davey got shot. Mac and John, both shot too. Sean, we don't even know. I'm surprised we escaped at all. By the time you boys showed up from the other side of town, we were only just holding on.
Bad business, all right. Whoa! Damn snow's coming in hot again.
We'll lose these tracks if we don't move fast.
Ja, haben sie haben sie auf jeden Fall gut gemacht. Ich meine, grafisch ist das Spiel ja eh extra klasse, muss man schon sagen. Vielleicht werde ich mir sogar mal irgendwann die PC-Version nochmal von Red Dead Redemption holen.
Watch yourself. It's not very wide here.
Come on, boy.
Ist jetzt ein bisschen ärgerlich. Ich habe durch
Yeah, a lot of fresh snow here.
I don't know about this, Javier.
GameStar Plus ein Key für
Sean a little bit. Maybe we'll pick up the trail again.
Lost Ark gewonnen.
You're okay, boy.
So ein Action-MMO, das jetzt bald rauskommt.
Over there.
Also für die Closed Beta, und jetzt habe ich ja immer noch meinen PC nicht, aber naja.
John was riding that horse when we left Blackwater. Let's see if he can hear us.
So. Sollten wir gar nicht absteigen.
Come on, up there. Yeah.
Na dann mal los.
Whoa. It's coming from up ahead somewhere. I don't think we can go much further on the horses. We'll have to walk from here. I'd grab that shotgun from your horse. Who knows what's up ahead?
Ah, okay. Ja, und hier hatte ich's letzte Mal. Moment. Grab your Shotgun. Wo habe ich denn meine Shotgun?
Getting that gun then?
L1 Waffen auf Pferd. Ah. Ah.
Come on.
Ja, da wollen wir mal gucken, was hier hinten ist. So langsam würde ich mir Sorgen machen wegen deinem Rechner. Wegen meinem Rechner. Ach nee, noch. Es hieß ja 5 bis
Careful here.
5 bis 9 Tage, und da bin ich ja noch da zwischendrin. Also spätestens, wenn er bis Dienstag
High up here.
nicht angekündigt ist, dann mache ich mir Sorgen, beziehungsweise dann rufe ich halt da an.
Drops down here. Watch yourself. It's slippery. Be careful. Watch your head here. Okay, from here.
Watch your step. It's real slippery.
Stay close to the wall.
Dein Ausdauer erkennen ist leer, deine Bewegungsgeschwindigkeit wird dadurch eingeschränkt. Okay.
Gap here. That sounds closer now. Come on. We're coming, John.
Ach, Blitz ist Ausdauer oder was? Mhm.
Dang, it's cold.
How you doing?
I'm miserable. Been a tough few days.
I know. Here. Take a drink of that.
Thanks.
Time for this snow.
Aber bei Alkohol kühlt man dann
Let's keep moving then.
trotz allem eher noch mehr aus. Also das ist eigentlich keine Lösung.
John, where
Auch
are
wenn man
you?
dann ein warmes Gefühl im Bauch hat.
That's John. We're coming. Over here. He's down here.
Down here! All right! Hot down, Marston! That's quite a scratch you got there.
Wenn der ja bis Dienstag nicht da ist, kann ich deinen alten ja schlecht mitnehmen. Ja, wäre ungünstig, weil dann könnte ich ja nicht mehr, könnte ich ja nur noch wieder auf dem B-Kanal streamen.
I don't feel too good neither.
Dann müssen wir das nochmal anders machen.
Freezing.
Dass ich dir den dann irgendwie zuschicke oder so.
Yeah, cowboy.
Come on, compadre. Well, we can't go back the way we came. Let's try this way.
Ain't you a sorry sight? Can't argue with you there. See? I told Dutch you weren't the right man for this. I'm sure you did.
You alright?
Ich guck mal gerade. Einstellungen. Audio. Relative Dialoglautstärke, die machen wir. Die war irgendwie, die machen wir mal. Ja doch, die machen wir mal so.
Think so?
Come on. Hopefully this will lead us out. Look up there.
Perfect.
Immer noch ein bisschen leise, die Dialoge, habe ich den Eindruck.
You head for the horses. I'll keep John's friends off until you're clear.
Okay, here we go, John. We'll leave them to Arthur.
Wo sind die Wölfe? Da.
We're getting you out of here. Don't bring them this way.
Stay back!
Okay, let's get going before any more of these bastards show up.
Ja, schnell zu den Pferden. Kam der PS4-Kameraadapter schon an? Nee, der kam auch noch nicht an.
Come on then. Let's get back to the others.
I don't feel too good.
You'll be fine. It's just like a dog bite.
Knew a fella?
Ja, ich guck gleich. Warte noch mal. Ich guck noch mal hier in den Einstellungen. Das muss ja. Hm, Stereoanlage, Kopfhörer, Surround Sound, Frontlautsprecher. Okay, dann machen wir die mal ganz. Sprachchat aktiviert. Sprachchat machen wir mal aus. Vielleicht hat das was damit zu tun.
An hour later.
You ain't gonna die. Not yet.
Nee, es sind immer noch leise. Das liegt an der Abmischung.
More coming down the hill. Wieder!
Get out of here!
Look out on the right. More coming in on the left. Go!
Get the hell out of here! Get out!
Yeah. You see any more, Arthur?
Don't think so. Jesus! You still with us, Marston?
Ist verstehbar und besser als vorher.
We're gonna be
Okay, gut.
We have some shelter now.
Thanks for coming for me.
Of course. That bullet in Blackwater, now this. You had a hell of a time.
And Arthur always says, I'm lucky.
None of us are lucky right now.
Ja, jetzt
We
ist
could
es.
ride in the water for a bit. Try to lose the scent. Don't want to leave a trail right back to camp.
You know, we're gonna need to come up with a better story for that scar. So, freezing, bleeding, starving, damn near getting eaten to death ain't good enough for you.
Here, let's cross to the left.
Yeah, come on. Let's push hard and get back.
Ja,
See
jetzt
those
ist der
buildings up
Sound
ahead,
besser.
John? That's where we camped. Nearly there.
Jetzt sind wir schon zurück im.
Come on! Someone help John down off this horse.
Can we get some help here?
Das ist nicht gut. Keiner kommt
Can we
raus, um
get
zu
some
helfen.
help? We need some help here.
Come on, help him down.
Ach da.
You're alive!
Here we go. There we go. Ay, careful, idiotas! It's his leg.
Come on, let's get you warm. Thank you both. This is a new low, even by your standards.
Thank you, Arthur. Thank
You
you.
got any other lost maidens need saving?
Not today.
Have you and Dutch talked about how we're gonna get out of this?
I was just discussing with Herr Strauss when the weather breaks. Suppose we'll have to keep heading east.
East? Into all that civilization.
I know. But west is where our problems are worse. Come on, Herr Strauss. Let's get warm.
Thank you, Mr. Morgan.
Also die kehren dem wilden Westen sozusagen den Rücken, wenn man so will.
We have been running for weeks. We found shelter and been resting here in some old abandoned mining town while we wait the thaw.
Dosenkratzer. Schließe tritt auf verfolgt von Erinnerungen ab, okay.
Hardly the spring I had been hoping for.
Tritt auf. Also,
You get strong. We get warm. We wait. When the storm breaks, we move. But we're safe here. Warm enough.
I guess.
You sound doubtful.
Not doubtful, just worried.
What do you think, Arthur?
Well, I wasn't on that boat, so hard to say, but I trust your judgment, Dutch. Always have.
Thank you, son. We have been shot at before, Hosea. I don't feel that this is honestly anything new.
I hope not.
We had a bit of bad luck, but then the storm covered our tracks, so now we wait a bit, and we go back to Blackwater, and we get our money, or we get some more money, and we keep heading west.
But we're heading east.
For now. For now. We got this. We're safe. Stay strong, Hosea. What about you, Arthur? You doubting me too?
Never.
Good. 'Cause you know me, son. I'm just getting started. Once we get some money, well, they better send some good men after us, 'cause they ain't never gonna find us. But we need money.
Of course, Dutch.
Thank you, son, for your strength. It means a lot to me.
So. Ist die Frage, ob ich mit dem jetzt reden?
Ooh, sorry.
Up with you boys because I thought you liked action. Couple of days on the lam, and you lot have all turned yellow. Apart from you, of course.
Shut up, Micah.
I ain't never seen so
Come on,
many long
Schluck.
faces. I guess folks miss them. That fell. But when I fall, I don't want no fuss.
When you fall, there'll be a party.
Party. Probably. That funny, huh? Sure. I don't feel like being laughed at by the likes of you two.
Stop it! Now! You fools punching each other when Colm O'Driscoll's needing punching. Hard! You want to sit around waiting for him to come find us? All of you, we got work to do. Come on.
Are you sure about this, Dutch?
Yes.
Folks been through a lot recently. We hardly back on our feet yet.
And the last thing we need is to get bushwhacked by Colm O'Driscoll. Let's go.
I know you hate him, Dutch.
He's here for us.
I doubt that.
No, you're just doubting me.
I would never doubt you, Dutch. You always said revenge is a luxury we can't afford.
This is the right call, Arthur. Take this. And this is about more than revenge for business long ago. They were talking about trains and detonators here. Colm always had good information. Come on.
And you think now is the right time to hit a train?
Now you might fancy living on deer piss and rabbit shit. I'm getting too old for that life. Mr. Matthews, Mr. Smith, Mr. Pearson, would you please look after the place? There are O'Driscolls about. Yeah!
Ja, aber vermutlich liegt Arthur richtig.
Southwest, right, Arthur?
Yeah. He said follow the main trail southwest. They're camped near some lake.
Dass sie
Okay.
das besser
let's
jetzt
go find
nicht
these
gemacht
bastards
hätten.
Before they find us and rob this score they're planning.
Wobei, ich weiß es auch nicht mehr genau. Ich habe zwar den Prolog schon mal gespielt, aber kann mich jetzt auch kaum dran erinnern. Aber wir werden es ja gleich sehen.
What's that? Tracks. Horses, quite a few of them. As far as I can tell, the only fools out here are us and them. They must be this way.
You good, Dutch?
Of course. Listen, I know you don't think much of my ideas recently, but this is the right move.
Okay. You know I got your back.
I learned a long time ago that you hit Colm O'Driscoll. Wait for him, and people you love will die.
This feud between you and him, needs to be put to rest, one way or another.
It will be.
Some things I can forgive, others I can forget. What he did to Annabelle, I can't do neither.
You killed his brother, Dutch.
Yes, I did. And I hope the bastards will be reunited soon enough. That's how this'll end. See that smoke? Let's cut up here and take a look. They said it was near the lake, so we must be close. Yeah!
Whoa.
Okay, da haben wir schon mal Rauch.
Hold up here!
Wo Rauch ist, ist auch ein Feuer.
Hey, what are you doing?
All right, gentlemen. This is it. Are we goddamn ready?
Ready, Dutch.
Good. Now, Mr. Morgan and I, we're gonna head up here a little, see if we can't get a sense of the layout of the camp. Mr. Williamson, Mr. Bell, you two take up a hidden position just outside the camp. Mr. Summers, Mr. Escuela, you two hold position here. Let's go.
Na, dann, okay. Wir sollen zu Fuß gehen. Ja. Moment, dann muss ich doch mal... Okay. So viel zu Waffen vom Pferd nehmen. Das geht wahrscheinlich noch nicht.
There they are. That's definitely them.
Home?
I think so.
Yeah, that's him.
Who's he talking to? He don't seem very happy.
No.
Okay.
They leaving?
Seem to be. Should we go get him?
No. Colm can wait. Best to get some of them out of there. And much less fun to rob him and his score if he never finds out about it. All right, let's go pay our old friends a visit. Don't forget to grab that rifle from your horse.
Ah, jetzt kann ich mir das Gewehr nehmen.
You two, get up there and keep us covered.
Sure thing.
Good. Come on, let's go. We'll circle around the far side and go down that way, same as Micah and Bill. Like you said, revenge is a luxury we can't afford.
Yeah, just wasn't sure you agreed with me.
Arthur. Arthur, have you completely lost faith in me? Our needs right now are supplies, equipment, and a way out of here. Everything else, including Colm, can wait.
Okay.
There's enough of those bastards down there to deal with as it is. Now, come on.
Okay, dann wo haben die sich jetzt verkrochen oder schleichen wir uns jetzt von hinten an? Stimmt, einen Stick reindrücken, schleiche hier.
Watch out. This bit's steep.
Maybe I should take the lead on this. They're going to be gunning for you.
They ain't got me yet.
No, but the way our luck's been running.
Hush. Let's just get down there first. Follow me. Let's head for that building in front.
Boah, aber ich habe hier echt keine Erinnerung mehr dran.
Stay low.
Ich kann mich nur an das erste Gebiet erinnern, wo man dann später nach dem Produkt ist.
Come
Aber
on, follow me. Okay, let's get in cover.
Ready for this job to be done?
toll, die nehmen mir alle meine Deckung weg. Super.
So, what are we doing, Dutch? I can take this if you want.
Just make the call. You want to take the lead? Go.
L2 gedrückt.
Move on this right now.
Okay, I'll go first. O'Driscolls! You're dead, you sons of bitches!
Okay, ach, fuck das. LOL, okay.
You wait, slow down faster! The lot of you! Oh, he's gonna get it good! Ah! You think you can take us? You
Pushing forward! Cover me!
You're about to meet your son. You're done this time, boys!
Ja.
Finish these sons of bitches! Watch the revolver! Let's go!
Ja, super, wie gehe ich denn in Deckung? Verdammte Axt. Wie gehe ich in Deckung? Nach unten drücken.
So, what are we doing, Dutch? I can take this if you want.
Just make the call. You want to take the lead? Go.
What the hell are you doing?
All right, boys. Kill these sons of bitches.
Kill every last one of these bastards!
Let's go.
They're hiding under that building. What a beautiful day. Oh, I'm gonna get to you now, Dutch Vanderland. Bastard! I'll kill you twice. Slow down faster.
God damn it!
You think you can take us? You boys are a goddamn joke.
Das war schnell aus der Hüfte abfallen. Ah, okay. Ja, da habe ich eben die Schießerei angefangen, ohne mich abzusprechen mit Dutch.
Look out. We got more in those cabins to the right. These hands right here. Take out those bastards in the cabin.
Nur da oben.
Right back!
Boah, das sind ja fast wie Hollywood-Schießereien. Man schießt 10-mal und trifft die nicht.
We still got some of those cabins.
Das haben sie cool gemacht mit
I
den
think that's all of them.
Search the
Bullet
bodies. Strip
Time.
everything we can from them.
You recognize any of them, Dutch?
Of course not. Cole doesn't give a damn about his men. All he cares about is numbers. If you can shoot a gun and ride a horse and kill without thought, you're in. Think how long some of you have been with me. I imagine Colm doesn't even know half the names of these fools. Keep looking! We need everything we can get off of these bastards! Oh shit! Look out! More of the bastards coming out of the trees!
Oh, wieso zieht die... Hallo? Ja, okay, dann nimm das. Warum?
I'll bed down the lot of you. Hey, fucking son of a whore! Show me your head so I can blow it off, sir.
Do something, Arthur!
Okay, ja, ich bin zu langsam. Ja. Und Dutch kann ja nicht oder darf nicht sterben, logischerweise.
Oh shit! Look out!
Denn
More of the
ansonsten
bastards coming out of the trees!
storymäßig keinen Sinn.
Get in now!
Look around! You're gonna die! You yellow
You
bellied
don't know who you're dealing with! Shit, there's a lot of them! What do you think, Arthur? Do we hold ground here or go after them? I say we go at the bastards! Come on, man! Everyone with me! There must be more of them in the forest! Let's go!
That was too damn close!
Nicht, das war einer von meinen.
I'm gonna stand on your goddamn course! On behalf of our Iscos, suck back out!
Ach, da sehe ich die auf der Karte.
You're dead now!
The cowards are running away! Good work, boys! Back to the camp! We'll get what we need, clear out!
So.
We're waiting on you, Arthur.
Ja, ja, ich komme ja schon. Falsches Pferd.
Time to mess around.
Nee, okay.
Arthur, get over here.
Ach so, okay.
Good work, boys. Now, let's tear this place apart. Bill, you go search that wagon there. Mike, search that building. Arthur, you take that building to the left. All right, man, quick. Find those detonators, explosives, anything you can. Let's go.
Welches? Ach, das. Du hast für Fortschritt Stufe 2, okay. Zu viel oder zu wenig isst, wirst du über- oder untergewichtig. Bei Übergewicht ist deine Ausdauer beeinträchtigt und deine Gesundheit erhöht. Bei Untergewicht ist deine Gesundheit beeinträchtigt und deine Ausdauer erhöht, okay.
What do we got here? Perfect. Plans.
Here. This looks good. What do you think, Bill?
Looks fine. Smells good.
Come on. Did we get everything?
Think so, boss? Found this on one of them.
Thank you.
This is perfect.
Oh, yeah? Interesting. This is something about the train they was gonna rob. A Mr. Leviticus Cornwall. Mount back up. Let's keep moving. All right, let's get out of here.
Na,
Proud of you
dann wollen wir
boys.
mal.
All
Ups.
of you. Not a man down.
Good work, fellers.
Not bad for some starving down and outs. They can pummel us hard as they like. But we will always get back up and fight. That's who we are. Outlaws for life, fellas. Wait until we have John, Mac, Charles, and Sean back riding with us, and I believe, I know, they will all be back.
Well, you didn't get Combe, but this hit'll hurt him a lot more than any bullet in the head.
Especially when we rob this train, too.
Yeah, I guess we'll see about that.
Oh, indeed we will.
You know, he'll come after us.
Oh, of course he will. Just like all the rest.
Joe, bist
But
du
we're
eigentlich
gonna
noch
stay
da?
a step ahead of them. Make sure we always know where they are before they know where we are. We allowed ourselves to get a step behind in Blackwater. That won't happen again. All right, dig in, fellas. Let's make some ground.
Also im Prinzip ist die Steuerung ja so ähnlich wie bei GTA 5 dann mit dem X-Drücken für Sprinten.
Hey, you see that fella? Wasn't he at the camp with Combe?
Leave him to me.
All right, we're heading back. Just bring him back alive. He could be useful.
Okay, you got it. Go.
Okay, dann lass uns den doch.
Get away from me!
Na, schneller. Sollen ihr Leben zurückbringen.
Leave me alone!
Könnte einfach. Kann ich das Pferd anschießen? Ne, ja, aber es bringt nichts. Na, komm, komm, komm,
Got the
komm.
wrong feller!
Nö, ich hab bestimmt den richtigen. Komm, 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 schneller, 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 schneller.
Shit! No! Don't hurt me! just take it easy, mister! Please don't... Please! Mister, please! I won't be no trouble! Look! give up!
Ja, toll. Und was?
I surrender! I surrender! Look, I give up! I won't be no trouble! Don't hurt me!
Nein, nein, nein. Ich wollte... Ach ja. Ich wollte ihn doch nicht erwürgen.
Leave him to me. Come on,
Ah, okay, lol. Ich bin auch blöd.
come on. Where are you going?
Ah, shit! No!
Nein.
Don't hurt me!
Ja.
You're coming with me.
Come on, I'm nobody, mister.
Ja. Dann bin gut verschnürt.
You got me mixed up with someone else.
Tja, das glaube ich.
I'm no use to you, really.
Now the fun starts.
Glaube ich nicht. So, Pferd Inventar. Achso, genau. So steige ich ja auf.
What's your name, boy?
I don't know.
You don't know your name?
It's Kieran.
Kieran what?
Duffy, Kieran Duffy.
Well, I ain't gonna lie to you. This is a real bad day for you, Kieran Duffy.
Where are you taking me?
Somewhere you ain't gonna like.
Why? What are you gonna do to me?
Something you ain't gonna like. So I'd advise you to save your breath for screaming.
No, please.
Ja, der Dialog war gut. Somewhere do you take
no
me?
use to
Somewhere.
ya.
Don't gonna like.
I hardly know him.
You better shut your mouth, you little shit, or I will shut it for you.
Please, I'll do anything. I've only been running with them a couple of months. Oh, I think I'm gonna puke.
Are you trying to test me? Is that it? Because I will break every bone in your body.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Okay?
Not one more goddamn word. Am I clear?
Okay. Okay.
That's 2 bones right there. Here we are, you sack of shit. Let's introduce you to the boys.
Tja, die Jungs werden sicherlich ihren Spaß mit dem haben. Vom Pferd nehmen.
Don't hurt me, please.
Oh, don't worry. They're real nice.
You found a little shit, did you?
Yep. I got him.
Very good. Welcome to your new home. Hope you're real happy here.
You want me to make him talk?
Oh, no, now all we'll get is lies. Uncle, Mr. Williamson, tie this maggot up someplace safe. We get him hungry first. I got a saying, my friend. We shoot fellas as need shooting, save fellas as need saving, and feed 'em is need feeding. We are gonna find out what you need. I can't believe it! An O'Driscoll in my camp!
I ain't an O'Driscoll, mister! I hate that fella!
Oh, whatever you say, son. Well done, Arthur.
I'm just sorry we missed out on Cole.
Oh, there's time enough for that. Now, I gotta figure out if we can hit that train.
Okay.
Okay, kommt der Zug übervoll. So früh. Dass man Karte nicht einfach über Touchpad aufrufen kann. Pearson, okay, und das haben wir da. Coulter. Gehen wir vielleicht erstmal zu Coulter und gucken. Ach nee, Coulter ist dann da drin. Gucken da mal bei Pearson. Ich glaube, bei Pearson war ich noch gar nicht. Sind das die Städte?
We're gonna starve to death up here, Mr. Morgan.
We're okay. We have a few cans of food and a rabbit. For what, 10, 12 people? When I was in the Navy...
I do not wish to hear about what you got up to in the Navy, Mr. Pearson.
We were stranded at sea for 50 days.
And you unfortunately survived.
When we ran away from Blackwater, I wasn't able to get supplies in.
Well, when government agents are hunting you down, sometimes shopping trips need to be cut short. We'll survive. We always have. If needs be, we can eat you. You're the fattest.
I sent Lenny and Bill hunting, and they found nothing.
Well, Lenny's more into book learning than hunting. Bill's a fool. Unless those mountains are full of game that want to read, ain't no wonder they found
Enough of this. We'll go find something. Come on, Arthur.
Wait a second. Hold on. Here. You're gonna need something to eat out there.
Assorted, salted offal. Starving will be preferable.
Come on, let's go.
You can't go hunting. Look at your hand.
I can't stay here listening to you two. Look, if there's game in those hills, I'll find it. And you can kill it.
You need to rest, Charles.
You think this is rest? Come along.
Ja, okay, die reiten gleich los, sonst hätte ich...
You take this. I can't use it, and you'll have to.
Oh, you're joking.
Use a gun, and we'll scare off every animal for miles around. You're never too old to learn, I imagine. Come on. This way.
Yep.
Careful.
Ich mach mal eine kurze Pause. Ich bin gleich wieder da. So, da bin ich wieder. Ich musste nur mal kurz wohin. So, jetzt machen wir weiter.
How are you holding up, Charles?
I'm okay, apart from this hand. Stupid mistake.
Still bad?
It'll be fine in a day or two. I just can't pull a bow right now.
I sure hope I can. Never really got the hang of it.
You'll be fine.
So, you reckon we're gonna find something to kill that ain't no Driscoll?
Huh. There's meat up here for sure. Pearson doesn't know what he's talking about. Now the weather's eased off a bit, they'll be needing to feed. We'll head up this way, find some higher ground.
Mit diesem Pferd aufbauen freigeschaltet, halte beim Stehen R1 gedrückt
Riding north from Blackwater,
und
getting stuck in the
tippe.
storm, going out for John, that thing with the O'Driscolls.
You've had a lot put on you. I wish I
Stehen.
could have done more.
I didn't mean it like that. Just a lot to think back on.
Move it, come on.
So you
Warum
was
steht
just
es
talking
nicht
about
auf,
something.
aber egal.
I still don't really know what happened on that boat.
Me neither. Well, Javier told me a bit, but it sure weren't good.
Ja, nein, das sollte ich jetzt nicht. Das Spiel nimmt sich ganz schön viel Zeit, um so eine Geschichte einzuführen, sozusagen.
Let's go, Arthur. Why are you stopping?
Weil ich was trinken muss. So. Jetzt weiter.
Come on, we gotta stick together. There's some patches of grass here. This is good. Come on, let's try this way. Keep your eyes peeled for movement. The wind's died down too.
That's good.
No wind at all is bad, but if it's too strong, they won't move. Now shh, stay quiet. Hey, stop here a second. I see something.
Oh, watch it.
There's deer been here. Recently.
How can you tell?
How can you not? We'll track them on foot. You're gonna need the bow. Don't leave it on your horse. A gun will scare everything around. Well, there's no point setting off without that bow. Keep down.
Ja,
Move
ich
quietly and slowly.
hab mir den Bogen doch schon geholt. Du machst weniger Lärm, wenn du
See the
wieder
tracks?
I think so. Maybe not.
Focus.
Ah, okay. Das ist die Fährte.
Don't run. They'll hear you coming a mile off.
Ich hoffe mal, dass ich mich da anschleichen muss.
Keep your head down. Wait, look. There they are. Are you ready with that bow? Try to hit him in the neck or head. Quick and clean. You can pull back. Good shot. Now let's try for another.
Errege die Aufmerksamkeit des Tieres, indem du es rufst, wenn du es im Visier hast. Dies gibt dir eine bessere Chance, besonderen Treffer zu landen. Okay. Wie auch immer ich es rufe. Ah, da sind 2 Hirsche. Okay. Kann ich das plündern? Ne, kann ich nicht. So, und jetzt schleichen wir uns nochmal den anderen an davon.
Focus, Arthur. You need this meat. Come on. You're making yourself too obvious.
Okay, jetzt hier rüber. Ja, okay, das geht. Ich dachte schon, das gäbe irgendwelchen Fallschaden. Ich will gerade mal in den Einstellungen gucken, bei Steuerung. Nee. Das sind Spiele außer. Okay. Naja. Müssen so probieren.
Got it. Well done. I think that's all we can carry. Okay, you pick up one, I'll get the other.
You sure your hand's okay?
It'll be fine once I get it on my shoulder. Okay, I'll go grab the other one.
So, jetzt müssen wir hin. Ach so. Na komm, Pferd, wo bist du? Ja, es bleibt natürlich da hinten stehen.
That should do us, boy. Driscoll. All right, boy.
So. Jetzt müssen wir hinter ihm her. Genau, der andere hier war ja hier hinten.
Ready to head back when you are.
Come on then. Let's head back. Arthur! Easy. Nice work, Arthur. Should be enough meat here to keep us all fed for a few days.
You found him.
I knew you'd be okay with that bow.
It's easier when they ain't shooting back.
We've seen enough of that.
Considering how things were looking a couple of days back, well, maybe our luck's finally on the turn.
Seems to me we should be putting our effort into getting off this mountain now.
Soon. People are still weak, and well, you've seen how snowed in those wagons are. They ain't going nowhere until we get some more thaw.
You're probably right. And even if we do get off here, what then? Still have a big price on our heads.
This is a big country. We'll find somewhere to lie low. Dutch and Jose will have a plan. You notice how Pearson's had a bottle in his hand ever since we fled Blackwater? We give the camp cook 5 minutes to grab the essentials and go, and he doesn't even bring a crumb of food.
Good that we caught more than one. We've only been up here a few days and have already picked up 2 more mouths to feed.
1 more. We ain't feeding the O'Driscoll a damn thing. Except maybe that can of salted offal Pearson was kind enough to give us.
The girl, she has a wild look in her eye.
Of course. She lost her husband, her home, everything she had.
So what do we do with her?
Well, once we get out of here and we're back on our feet, we'll see. She might have family somewhere.
Who knows? Maybe she'll deal with the O'Driscoll for us.
Well, I know who my money's on in that fight. He's weak, but that makes him much more useful. Maybe we can get to them before they get to us.
What is it with the O'Driscolls?
You ain't dealt with them? I suppose. Hell, we ain't run into them much the last 6 months.
Watch out! Bear up ahead. Let's see if we can find another way around. You must be real hungry. Stay well back. Spring storms like this are the worst for animals that sleep all winter.
Ja, der Bär zieht ab.
Cut up here, off the trail.
Joe, wie geht's dir jetzt eigentlich? Also so von wegen, fühlst du dich jetzt gerade in der Lage zu streamen? Sonst würde ich vielleicht einfach bis 21 Uhr machen und dann...
You didn't expect this.
What?
Any of this. Blackwater mess. Being up here.
Sooner or later, a job's gonna go wrong. Nature of life.
I just thought you might have moved on by now.
You want me to move on?
No. No, not at all. I know you could run it alone, no problem.
I did that for a long time. I'm done with it. Always wondering if someone's gonna kill you in your sleep.
I still wonder that most nights.
I reckon you're okay. This suits me. Sure, I could fall in with another gang, but Dutch... You know, Dutch is different.
Oh, yes. Dutch is certainly different.
He treats me fair. Most you do. And for a fellow with a black father and an Indian mother, that ain't normally the case.
Well, we need you now. More than ever.
Good. And how long have you been with these boys? Why ain't you run off?
Me? Oh. 20 years, something like that. Since I was a boy.
20 years?
Yeah. Taught me to read. John, too. Taught me a few other things, him and Hosea.
Huh. I'm sure.
Dutch saved me. Saved most of us. That's why we need to stick by him through this. He always sees us right.
How's that new horse?
He's
So,
all
jetzt
right.
müssen wir doch bald im Lager angekommen sein.
I appreciate you letting me take Taima the other night.
She's a strong one. Hey, it's been as hard on the horses as on the rest of us. I don't know what Dutch would do if something happened to the Count.
Same with Bill and Brown Jack. He's a drunk, miserable bastard, but he loves that horse.
Huh. I hope they all make it.
I tried to ride the Count once. Bucked me faster than a bull. Won't take nobody but him.
I'm gonna hitch Taima over here.
Brought some food back, boys! Hard, boy. Come on, let's get these over to Pearson. Oh, and thank you for showing me how to use the bow properly.
I only showed you a little. Takes a lifetime of practice to master.
Das waren doch hier drin, oder? Ach, Quark. Muss das ja zum Koch bringen.
Well. Just drop it down in here.
What a surprise. Find a camp rat loitering around in the kitchen.
Is that any way to greet an old friend? I feel like we haven't spoken for days.
I do my utmost to avoid you.
He loves me, really. It's his sad way of showing affection.
No, it isn't. Now shoot, get lost.
Well, see you gents later.
See, you got on just fine.
Charles is a wonder.
Have a drink, boys. You earned it.
Jesus, what is that?
Navy rum, sir. It's the only thing. The only thing. Keeps you sane, it does.
Yes, seems to have done a treat on you. You go rest that hand, Charles.
I'll be fine in a few days.
You mind helping me with the skinning, Mr. Morgan? It's easier if we do it together.
Do I get to skin you?
You're always one with the jokes, aren't you? Come on.
This really isn't a job for a man with a burnt hand. I'll see you both later.
You skinned that one you dumped on the floor there.
So, sollen wir dem jetzt helfen, tatsächlich? Ja, dann machen wir das.
Come on, don't make me skin both of these. Not too bad, Mr. Morgan. Yeah. They always said you were a butcher. You know, you could trade these or sell these in pretty much any town, if you're looking to make a legitimate bit of money, of course.
Right now, I'm just looking to get off this mountain alive.
Well, if you catch anything else, you bring it to me.
Sure.
Thank you, Mr. Morgan. Heck, Arthur Morgan's first decent bit of hunting after all these years.
Yeah. Well, we're on the run now. Everyone's got to do their bit to survive. Just make a good stew. Folk need it. It's been a tough few days.
Wenige Tage später. Du hast die Meisterjäger-Herausforderung freigeschaltet, in deinem Protokoll nach, um weitere Informationen zu erhalten.
It's been a bad few weeks, but Dutch being Dutch, he is busy making plans, and Dutch being Dutch, those plans involve robbery and dreams.
Wer zum Teufel ist denn Victus Cornwall?
Well, I thought you was reading him his last rites. Now I see you're introducing him to your other passion.
I'll mind you to show me some respect, Mr. Morgan.
Mind away, Reverend. You're still here, then?
I owe you.
Yeah. And you'll pay me. But for the moment, just rest.
Arthur, I think it's time for the train.
Want me to come?
Of course I do, but look at you.
I was always ugly, Dutch. It's just a scratch.
Don't lie still, son. Hello, Abigail.
Dutch,
Jackie.
the boy wanted to see you, John.
He's seen me now. Or what's left of me. What about you?
Guess I was hoping to see a corpse.
Bide your time. You'll see plenty of them.
You're a rotten man, John Marston.
He is an idiot, Abigail. We all know it. Now, railway men. Bill, now you ride ahead and set the charge at the water tower just before the tunnel.
Ain't a problem. Why are we doing this? Weather's breaking, we could leave. I thought we was lying low.
Yeah, come on.
What do you want from me, Hosea?
I just don't want any more folks to die, Dutch.
We're living, Hosea, we're living. Look at me. We're living, even you. But we need money. Everything we have's in Blackwater. You fancy heading back there?
No. Listen, Dutch, I ain't trying to undermine you. I just want to stick to the plan, which was to lie low, then head back out west. Now, suddenly we're about to rob a train.
What choice have we got?
Leviticus Cornwall's no joke, Dutch.
Who is Leviticus Cornwall?
He's a big railway magnate, sugar dealer, oil man.
Well, how good for him. Sounds like he has more than enough to share.
Dutch!
Gentlemen, it is time to make something of ourselves. Get your horses ready. We have a train to rob. Everyone ready? All right, let's head out. Okay, gentlemen, listen up, all of you. According to the information so kindly provided to us by the O'Driscolls, the train will be coming north from Big Valley. We're gonna pick it off after it crosses the border into the Grizzlies. There's a raised spot there that should give us good vantage. Charles, you'll keep lookout for any outriders. How's that hand, by the way?
I'll be fine.
Good. I'll take the driver and engineer, then run point. Lenny and Javier, you two take the front cars, deal with any guards. Arthur and Micah, you head straight for the back. That's what we're after. Mr. Cornwall's private car.
You and me, Morgan.
Great.
Have you got a problem with that?
Not if you keep your head for once.
You worry about yourself, huh?
Enough! After Bill blows the tracks, we're gonna need to move fast. Is everyone clear on what they're doing?
Yep.
Crystal.
Yes, boss.
Good. Now come on. Let's ride.
Da sieht man also sich klar auch. Ich meine, ist ja logisch, dass sie sich von Western haben inspirieren lassen, aber. Aber auch die langen Kamerafahrten zum Mastro.
Out of the snow, finally.
Feels good, doesn't it? But we need to get this done fast. Now we're going before anyone gets up here after us. Oh, look at you boys. See? This is what I call a crew. Micah Bell, Charles Smith, Arthur Morgan, Javier Escuela, and what about young Lenny here? Always the first man on his horse.
Just happy we're back at him, Dutch.
You sure you're ready for this, kid?
Of course I'm ready.
Just stay calm. Keep your eyes sharp. That goes for all of you. No mistakes. Not again.
So we do this, then we go back to Blackwater to collect.
How many times you gonna ask the same question, Micah?
Sorry.
That's a lot of damn money to leave sitting for too long.
It would be crazy to go back there now. The place will be swarming with Pinkertons.
We go back when I say we go back, and that's the end of it. The money's safe. You'll just have to trust me. And if the O'Driscolls are right, there'll be a stack of railroad bonds on this train. Good money, once we work out how to cash them. Now everyone, shut up and get your mind on the job at hand. Come on. There's the water tower. Hold up here on the ridge. Is Bill there?
Yeah.
You want to head down, see how he's getting on?
Okay.
Was Bill so treibt.
How you getting on?
Yeah, I'm okay.
You sure?
Of course.
Can I help a little?
All right. Go ahead and set up the detonator by those rocks over there.
Okay, sure.
Now just unspool the wire and then attach it to said detonator.
Ist da. Okay. Ich bin gefragt, warum er nur in eine Richtung geht.
Okay, this is good.
All right. That should do it. You head back up to the others. I got it from here.
Und wieder zurück.
About time. I have to say, I'm rather looking forward to this.
Just be ready to move quick, and remember the plan. All of you, no mistakes. What's going on?
He says all fine.
We'll soon find out.
Everything okay?
I think so.
Okay, cover your faces. Train should be here any minute now.
Da kommt er.
That includes you, Arthur?
Okay. Ja, habe ich doch.
Have you forgotten the price on our heads?
Was will er denn von mir? Verdammt. Ach, da. Okay.
Why are you doing this, Arthur? Just pull up your bandana.
Ist schön, wenn man ihn so weißglut treibt. Durch die eigene Inkompetenz sozusagen.
Good luck, all of you. You all know what to do.
Here we go.
Das zündet nicht.
Oh, you have got to be kidding me. Where did you find that moron? You said it was fine.
My fault. Come on! You're pathetic. You know that?
Here we go!
Here we go!
I'm slipping! Oh shit! Pull me up! Thanks for helping, Arthur. Really appreciate that.
God dang it, we're being robbed.
Make your peace with your maker, boy!
Come on, we need to stop this train.
Ah, shit. In Deckung bleiben müssen.
Come on, we need to stop this train.
Got trouble here. God dang it, we being robbed.
Don't be a shallow grave for you, tenderfoot.
Here we go. We best get up there.
Kill him now, and Corvo will string us up. Your end is near.
You got this. Should we move up? We moving up?
So, jetzt.
Shouldn't we push up?
One dead hombre.
You all right?
Geht doch.
Yeah, I'm good. What the hell was Bill doing? He had long enough to set that charge.
Well, I hooked up the wire, but we won't mention that.
Come on, let's get to the front.
Ja, was mache ich denn die ganze Zeit? Ich probiere. Ja,
Let's
nein.
keep moving.
Shoot him!
Lol.
Come on, we need to stop this train.
There's another guard up ahead. You want me to take him? Arthur.
Yes, you go.
Okay.
Oh, shit, you got company.
Who's got a shot on them?
Will someone blow their brain down?
Got a hit.
Shouldn't we push up?
You ain't long for this life, you no good bastard.
Let's keep moving.
You all right?
Yeah, I'm good. What the hell was Bill doing? He had long enough to set that charge.
Well, I hooked up the wire, but we won't mention that.
Blick. Das Attribut erster bestimmt, wie lange du laufen kannst, bevor du... Ah, okay, und das levelt sich auch so GTA-mäßig durch Benutzung.
Come on, let's get to the front.
I got these sons of bitches. Stick your head out, coward.
Should we move up?
Ja, okay, das war knapp. Das war knapp. Ist jetzt nochmal hin.
Come on, we need to stop this train.
There's another guard up ahead. You want me to take him?
Yes, you go.
Okay.
Angebrochene Pferdestimulanz. Na lecker.
Shouldn't we push up?
You good as dead.
You all right?
Yeah, I'm good. What the hell was Bill doing? He had long enough to set that charge.
Well, I hooked up the wire, but we won't mention that.
Come on, let's get to the front. We gotta hurry. We have to stop this train.
That's what we're doing, kid.
We moving up?
So. Benutze L. Ach so, um Hindernisse zu klettern, ja.
What is wrong with you boys? Kill him!
Let's keep moving. I'm going up. We have to stop this train.
How you doing there?
I'm okay. If we don't stop this train soon, the other boys will never catch us.
I know, just stay calm.
Wow, kann...
You got him? I ain't got a clear shot.
Ah, geht doch. So. Jetzt gehen wir zurück.
Look out! Got more coming off the train. Damn it!
There better be some money at the end of this.
All these bastards. Must be guarding something.
Why are they still standing? We need the car at the back, right?
Yep, he's pushing on it. You still okay?
I think so.
Good.
Damn, he's got an arm. Who is this guy?
Doing good, kid. Where the hell are the others?
I don't know.
get out of this.
Oh, I know we are. Hey, there's the other boys.
That's how you
Ach, Mann.
There's still more coming off the train.
Come on, clean this up, boys. I'll kill every last Good shooting, kid.
I can see now why the O'Driscolls brought so many boys up here for this.
Parker, get over here.
You two all right?
Yes, let's get the money and go.
We got some fellas holed up in this last car.
Ah, shit.
What are you boys planning on doing in there? Listen to me. We don't want to kill any of you. Any more of you. I give you my word, but trust me, we will.
I work for Leviticus Corps.
Come on, boys.
We got our orders.
Okay. You asked for it.
We ain't
5,
opening this door.
4, 3, 2, 1. Seems our friends have gone deaf. Wake them up a little. That's enough. Mr. Williamson, give Mr. Morgan and Mr. Smith some dynamite. You two boys go blow that door open. Now, don't matter too much to us, but you boys in there might want to take a step back.
Seems good enough. Now light the fuse.
So,
Here we go.
lässig, die das beide
Unless you
machen.
got a death wish, I'd step back, fellers.
Als wenn sie überhaupt nie was anderes machen.
All right, come on. Just walk on out here. We don't want to kill you. We just want to rob your boss. Get on up there. Search that train.
Look at this place. It's like a palace.
Now I've seen everything. Oh, you two got the safe? I'll search the rest.
Oh, yes. Should be easy as cake.
What's your name?
You're just gonna stand there, kid. Pour me some brandy, will ya? I'm parched.
Shut up. Me and Arthur did all the work.
Yeah, kid did good. Didn't see you rushing to jump on that train.
He's keen.
Sehr geehrter Mr. Cornwall, wir warten immer noch auf die Zahlung von $2000 für die erste Phase der Bohrfelderkundung im Wapiti-Indianerreservat bei Ambarnio. Wir vereinbarten diese Summe im Verzug zwischen den Cornwall Kerosene- und Teerwerken und der Leland Ölentwicklungsgesellschaft vom 9. November 1898. Nach Erhalt der vereinbarten Summe werden wir unverzüglich den Phasen 2 und 3 übergehen und Ihnen innerhalb eines Monats einen detaillierten Bericht mit unseren Erkenntnissen vorlegen. Mit verbindlichen Grüßen, James Critchley, Leiter der Rechnungsabteilung Leland Ölentwicklungsgesellschaft.
Railroad contracts, invoices, blah, blah, blah. You got anything?
Not really. Sugar imports from the Spanish West Indies. A lot of sugar. Some fancy new boaties ordered from Europe.
I am not robbing another boat as long as I live. Have you checked all the drawers and cabinets?
Brief von Archibald Jameson an Leviticus Cornwall. Sehr geehrter Leviticus, danke für Ihr Telegramm und Interesse an der Jameson Bergbaugesellschaft. Allerdings entbehren alle Berichte, die Sie über schlechte Führung der finanzielle Schwierigkeiten der Mine in Ennisburg erhalten haben, jegliche Grundlage, und ich würde darauf drängen wollen, dass Sie Ihre Quellen hinterfragen. Das Kohlegeschäft unterscheidet sich in vielerlei Hinsicht von der Ölindustrie. Ich bin daher nach wie vor offen für ein gesellschaftliches Treffen, wann immer sie Ihnen zeitlich passt, sodass wir unsere unterschiedlichen Branchenkenntnisse miteinander teilen können. Es wäre mir auch ein Vergnügen, Sie hier in Annesburg zu begrüßen und Ihnen persönlich die Mine, die angeschlossenen Werke zu zeigen. Ich freue mich bereits jetzt auf Ihre Antwort. Der Gimson Grüßen, Archibald Jameson.
Now, this looks like something.
Anleihe, ja.
I think I got him.
Nice. Well, thank God. Come on.
So.
What did you find?
These bonds. They worth anything?
Oh, sure. Bearer bonds. I think we can probably sell these pretty easily. Well done. Now, would you get rid of all of this?
The train?
Yeah, get it out of here.
What about them?
What do you think?
I don't know.
It's up to you. Kill them, leave them here, take them with you on the train. Just make sure they don't send no folk after us.
Okay.
See you back at camp. When you get back, we'll be moving on. The rest of you, let's ride!
Zielen bedrohen.
Okay. Get on the train. Quick. All of you. Any bright ideas, I kill all three. So behave. Come on. Move. If I hear so much as a footstep from this car, you'll end up like all your friends out here.
We won't tell a soul, I swear.
Said quick.
So, und jetzt muss ich zur Lok gehen. Zur Lok und dann mit dem Zug los. Moment, den kann ich. Die habe ich, glaube ich, schon geplündert. Genau, und jetzt müssen wir in die Lok. Weiß man natürlich nicht hier, ob das ein Fehler war, die gehen zu lassen, aber ja. Wollte jetzt nicht den skrupellosen Weg gehen.
Put that book away and go help. Mary Beth.
So, we getting out of this hellhole?
We're gonna try. Weather seems stable.
And we just robbed the Leviticus Cornwall train.
We got money in our pockets. The worst is behind us, gentlemen. So the question is, where now?
I know this country a little. I told you, we should set up camp in Horseshoe Overlook near Valentine. We'll be able to hide out there, no problem, as long as we keep our noses clean.
Well, then let's go. Clean noses and everything else. Arthur, you're in that one. Bring Hosea. I know you two like to talk about the good old days and what's gone wrong with old Dutch.
Ja, jetzt müsste der Prolog auch bald am Ende sein.
Lenny! Micah, get over here!
Yes, boss.
You two ride up ahead, make sure there's no surprises. We've had enough of those.
Me with the boy?
Just go.
Come on, kid. You can buy me a whiskey.
Tippe auf X, um zu beschleunigen, halt R1 gedrückt, um zu bremsen. Okay.
Get us out the stream. Gotta keep us moving, but calm. Okay, let's take a look.
You all right back there?
Does everything look all right?
Well, what's going on?
Ah, I broke the goddamn wheel.
All right, let's get it fixed.
You need help?
I reckon we can handle it. All right, Charles, you and me hold the thing up while you try and put the wheel back on, Arthur.
You still strong enough to hold up a wagon?
Shut up.
I'm just saying.
Well, say less. Pick the wheel up.
Und ein drittes Mal. Ja, sitzt.
See? You ain't so useless after all.
Not quite.
What do you think?
If they wanted trouble, we wouldn't have seen them.
Poor bastards. We really screwed them over down here. Come on, let's not push our luck.
What happened?
Well, get in. I'll tell you. Not too far now. Stay on this trail. We'll follow the river, then cut left inland. So, yes, the Indians in these parts got sold a very raw deal. This is the heartlands we're going to. Good farming and grazing country. They lost it all. Get up there, let's stick tight. Stolen clean away from them it was, every blade of grass. Killed or herded up to the reservations in the middle of nowhere.
And how's that different from anywhere else?
Well, maybe it's not. I just heard some of the army out here was particularly, unpleasant about it.
Unpleasant? How do you rob and kill people pleasantly? We don't, in spite of Dutch's talk.
I fear I was perhaps trying to simplify something more complicated for the benefit of our block-headed driver here.
Hey, don't blame it on me. Never forget, this here's a con man, Charles, born and bred. Just 'cause it sounds fancy don't mean he knows a damn thing about what he's talking about. So, what happened to your tribe?
I don't even know if I have one. At least, not that I can remember. My father was a colored man. He told me he lived with our people for a while. A number of free men did, but when we were forced to move from our lands, the three of us fled. I was too young to really remember much. My whole life I've been on the run. A couple years later, some soldiers captured my mother. Took her somewhere. We never saw her again. We drifted around. He was a very sad man, and the drink had a mean hold on him. Around 13, I just took off on my own.
That was about the age we found young Arthur here. Maybe a little older. A wilder delinquent you never did see. But he learned fast.
Mo, wie fit bist du noch? Ja, ehrlich gesagt nicht mehr so, so richtig fit. Deswegen, hätte ich jetzt gesagt, dass ich spätestens um 10 den Schluss mache. Aber vielleicht bist du jetzt wieder fit. Ja, genau, da mach du um 10 weiter, dann mache ich bis 10.
There's a livestock town not too far from here called Valentine. Cowboys, outlaws, working girls, our kind of place.
Oder willst du,
Let's hope not. And this place we're going.
ja, ich würde sagen, aber ich mache jetzt schon, es sind zwar erst 2 Stunden, aber ich mache jetzt noch bis zur, bis man das Camp hat und dann...
You and me had a real lead in Blackwater that could have worked out.
Maybe.
It just isn't like Dutch to lose his head like that.
Things go wrong sometimes.
Ja, oder obwohl die 1 Stunde schaffe ich jetzt auch noch.
Always has been. Me, you, Dutch. We've all been in this line of work a long time, and we're still here, so well, I figure we must have got it right a hell of a lot more than we got it wrong.
Yep.
What are you working on there, anyway?
Just some yarrow and ginseng. Good for the health. Better than that stuff you buy in the store. Yeah, you can have all this. I'm at the point where I can do it with my eyes closed.
Ja, dann bin ich auch noch mal ein bisschen mit bei FIFA dabei, mit dem, ach man, ey, was... Ja, lol. Okay, ja. Ich habe irgendwie den Wagen demoliert. Du kannst auch jetzt schon chillen, wenn gleich die Mission fertig ist. Ja, kann ich... Ja, mach ich, glaube ich, auch. Dann... Es war halt heute ein bisschen... Ich war halt auch nicht... ich war halt... gut, vorhin war ich noch nicht so K.O., aber ich war halt ja auch nicht irgendwie drauf vorbereitet und...
They lost it all. Stolen clean away from them it was, every blade of grass. Killed or herded up to the reservations in the middle of nowhere.
And how's that different from anywhere else?
Well, maybe it's not. I just heard some of the army out here was particularly unpleasant about it.
Unpleasant? How do you rob and kill people pleasantly? We don't.
Tut mir leid, mein Lieber. Ja, muss es ja nicht. Ich meine, kannst ja auch nichts dafür. Ich meine, gut, hättest du vorhin auch schon FIFA gespielt, hätte ich wahrscheinlich dann auch mitgemacht. Aber ist halt nochmal was anderes, wenn man halt och, jetzt. Junge. Ich gehe noch mal. Beim nächsten Mal bin ich wieder fitter, ja. Ich bin noch mal kurz auf der Toilette. Ich mache noch mal eine kurze Pause. So. So, jetzt bin ich wieder da. Jetzt mal wieder zurück aufs Game.
They're all waiting on us, Arthur. Come on, we've wasted enough time already. Not too far now. Stay on this trail. We'll follow the river, then cut left inland. So, yes, the Indians in these parts got sold a very raw deal. This is the heartlands we're going to. Good farming and grazing country, they lost it all. Stolen clean away from them it was, every blade of grass. Killed or herded up to the reservations in the middle of nowhere.
And how's that different from anywhere else?
Well, maybe it's not. I just heard some of the army out here was particularly unpleasant about it.
Unpleasant? How do you rob and kill people pleasantly? We don't, in spite of Dutch's talk.
I fear I was perhaps trying to simplify something more complicated for the benefit of our block-headed driver here.
Hey, don't blame it on me. Never forget, this here's a con man, Charles, born and bred. Just 'cause it sounds fancy don't mean he knows a damn thing about what he's talking about. So, what happened to your tribe?
I don't even know if I have one. At least, not that I can remember. My father was a colored man. He told me he lived with our people for a while. A number of free men did, but when we were forced to move from our lands, the three of us fled.
Go on, why are we so far behind?
I was too young to really remember much. My whole life I've been on the run. A couple years later, some soldiers captured my mother. Took her somewhere. We never saw her again. We drifted around. He was a very sad man, and the drink had a mean hold on him. Around 13, I just took off on my own.
That was about the age we found young Arthur here. Maybe a little older. A wilder delinquent you never did see. But he learned fast.
Not as fast as Marston, apparently.
Wait, I don't understand. What's the
Du
problem
musst
between
jetzt nicht zwingend das Lager fertig haben. Ich denke nämlich, dass ich wieder relativ fit bin und jetzt gleich direkt Lust zu streamen. Ja, ich meine ja auch nicht das Lager fertig haben. Ich meine, wenn ich beim Lager ankomme, mache ich dann Schluss, weil das ist ein guter Punkt, um dann halt irgendwann weiterzumachen.
You know this area?
A little. I've been through a couple of times. There's a livestock town not too far from here called Valentine. Cowboys, outlaws, working girls, our kind of place.
The Driscolls?
Probably them too.
Pinkertons?
Let's hope not.
And this place we're going. Wait, but what's it called again?
Horseshoe
Ja,
Overlook.
ganz genau.
It's a good place to lie low.
It'll do for now. And how low do you think Dutch
Ich meine, jetzt
really
ist ja
going
auch
to
gleich
lie?
schon 10 nach.
It's just, you know, maybe it's
Ist halt die Frage, ob du dann noch einen Insta-Post absetzen willst.
Right. You and me had a real lead in Blackwater that could have worked out.
Maybe.
It just isn't like Dutch to lose his head like that.
Things go wrong sometimes. People die. It's the way it is. Always has been. Me, you, Dutch. We've all been in this line of work a long time. And we're still here, so... I figure we must have got it right a hell of a lot more than we got it wrong.
So, jetzt müssten wir gleich angekommen sein.
What are you working on there
Was wohl
anyway?
besser war,
Just
ja.
some yarrow and ginseng. Good for the health. Better than that stuff you buy in the store. Yeah, you can have all this. I'm at the point where I can do it with my eyes closed.
Oh, okay. Thank you. Yeah.
Und so, und hier hatte ich mich irgendwo verfranst.
Yeah.
Na, wäre doch mal nett, wenn sie die Entfernung einblenden würden, aber ich glaube... Es war jetzt sogar gleich hier oben irgendwie noch hier vorbei.
There you are, brother. Head in there and follow the track for a bit.
Thanks.
Hey, slow up. I'll jump on. Okay, let's go.
Any trouble getting in here, Javier?
Nope. It went well. This is a good spot.
Excellent. I think this'll work for us, Arthur. For now, anyway.
Ja, jetzt bin ich gleich da.
Here we are, gentlemen. Home sweet home.
You weren't wrong, Hosea. This place is perfect.
I hope so.
Gentlemen, we have survived.
For now.
Now, it is time to prosper.
Ja,
Arthur and I
mach
were about
das.
to prosper in Blackwater. we were onto something big. Then Micah got you all excited about that ferry, and here we are.
We have all made mistakes over the years, Hosea. Every last one of us. But I kept us together. Kept us alive. Kept the nooses off our neck.
I guess I'm just worried. I ain't got that long, Dutch. I want folks safe before I go.
Me too.
And now we are stuck east of the Grizzlies and out of money. And a long way from our dream of virgin land in the west.
I know, my brother. But we are safe. We make a bit of money here. Then we move again. Head out around them. Be west of Uncle Sam. In a few months, buy some land.
I hope so.
Would you just look around you? This world has its consolations.
Gentlemen, I'm going to head into the local town and, see if I can strike up a little business.
Of course, Herr Strauss. I prefer robbing banks to usury. Seems more dignified somehow. Now, everyone, put your tools down for a moment. Come on, gather round. Quickly now. I know that things have been tough, but we are safe now, and we are far too poor. So it is time for everyone to get to work.
Get to work, but stay out of trouble. Remember, we are itinerant workers.
Laid off when they shut down our factory to the north. Now get out there and see what you can find. Uncle, Reverend Swanson, no more passengers. It is time for everyone to earn their keep.
There is a town a little way down the track named Valentine. Livestock town, all mud and morons, if I remember right. That seems a decent place to start.
And, we need food. Real food. That means every day. One of you.
And remember, whatever it is that you find, the camp gets its slice. Now be sensible out there.
Now, the girls have your tent ready, Mr. Morgan. Come with me. You two will be ready shortly. We put you over here.
I'm sure everything will be fine, Miss Grimshaw.
It should be. Most of your stuff from Blackwater got saved.
Everything apart from my money.
Oh, don't remind me.
Well, we can always make more money.
We're gonna have to. Miss Jackson, I've seen shit with more common sense than you. Do it properly.
Ein paar Wochen später. So, den Kapitelübergang nehme ich jetzt mal als Punkt, um Schluss zu machen. Also, danke fürs Zuschauen. War schön, auch wenn ich jetzt heute nicht so der Gesprächigste war, das weiß ich selber, aber es waren auch viele Videosequenzen und viele Videosequenzen, ja, genau. Und da wäre es natürlich ungünstig reinzuquatschen. Also von daher und Gespräche und sowas. Und das gibt es ja erst jetzt etwas und entzerrt sich im weiteren Spielverlauf. Ja, heute in einer Stunde geht es auf jeden Fall weiter mit FIFA und Joe und auch ein bisschen noch mit mir. Also schaltet dann wieder ein. Wir freuen uns auf euch und bis dann.